Hello, my name is Osrin Fire, and welcome back to... no. No, I'm not welcoming you back to anything. I'm rather welcoming you to a little bit of a channel update, because why not? I've noticed I've been recording a lot of vloggy type stuff in the past couple... vloggy type stuff in the past couple of weeks, but, things kind of are changing, I guess, so I might as well do that, keep you guys up to date, you know. All the polite sort of things I would do. I should have shaved before I did this. My mustache looks horrible. So I've kind of gone into this not really quite sure what to talk about, but at the same time, there are things on my mind that I kind of do want to figure out how to talk about while recording this, which is absolutely brilliant. Maybe I should have thought about this ahead of time instead of... For instance, the schedule change. Well, actually, I think the schedule change is probably the only really big thing I want to talk about, because of course I am not only deploying videos later, but I'm also trying to push out 2 videos a day as often as I can. Like I think I'm gonna go for like 1 video on the weekends and 2 videos during the week. But here's the key aspect of it. Basically, of course, I'm unemployed right now. I don't actually have a job. I'm thinking of moving back to my parents in Pennsylvania, and all of that puts a lot of things on my mind, frankly, because on the one hand, putting more emphasis on YouTube, of course, means that there might be a greater chance that this channel might actually grow bigger, might actually become more economically viable than it has been for 2.5 years. On the other, of course, it's taking time away from, from time that I could be spending really using, like looking harder for a job and actually making actual money. And I'm really on the fence right now about all of this, because because it feels really tenuous to me. I mean, I have money saved up and everything, I'm not horribly behind on my college payments or anything. But at the same time, it's very... I feel very on the fence right now, like, about whether or not I should spend a couple months committing fully to YouTube, see if it actually goes somewhere, or if I should just flat out go straight to, go straight into having another job or something. I'll tell you right now, also, I'm not really, like, mentally in the right spot when it comes to other job. Like, I don't know, like my previous job, like, made me really jaded about work, and I hate that. Like, I hate it so much. Like, I'm really super jaded about it, and it's bugging the hell out of me. But, that's kind of sort of a different kind of conversation. I mean, it's related to this, but not quite something not really something I wanted to talk about here. It's just related to why I kind of want to give YouTube a good old-fashioned try. But there's a couple of aspects I want to talk about, because of course, I think I mentioned in probably the last or the video before that, maybe. The vlog, I should say, before that it feels like the channel so far is kind of stagnated. Like I've been looking around on my, I've been looking around on my analytics and so forth, and ever since I hit 600, when did I hit 600? Must have been back in November or December. But basically, I've been kind of stagnant around 600 to 610 for months, and it's finally started to creep above that. But it's a very but it's something that kind of bothers me, because if the channel's not growing, of course, then that's not really a good sign about its long-term viability, rather. And all right, the channel. It feels like it's stagnating, and I need your help to help me stop. All right, so here's the deal. Basically, the channel feels like it's stagnating, and it feels like it's still, even though growth has increased slightly in recent days, it feels like it's still only creeping up slightly. It is only creeping up slightly. And for that, basically, I need your help. To be honest, I actually hate I've done this before in vlogs, but I hate really kind of exhorting all of you for this sort of thing, for help in regards to trying to grow the channel. Because even though it's entirely reasonable and everything, at the same time makes me feel egotistical, like, do this for me, and I don't like that. I don't like being that kind of, I don't want to be that kind of person, because ultimately I don't care about me that much. My ego is one of the smallest aspects of this channel, you know. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm also lying, you know, I'd be lying if I said that having 600 subscribers doesn't feel good, that there are 600 people out there who want to, you know, who want to see me at least occasionally, you know. To deny that that's a feeling, you know, to deny that it doesn't feel good or isn't something I would like to continue would be a lie, you know. That would be fundamentally dishonest. You know, because yeah, we all have egos, and we all like to massage those in various different ways. But in this case, though, it's also just because I really, like, I'm always I'm always all over the place on this. I'm always, whenever it comes to YouTube, I always feel like I have these insecurities basically. And I always feel insecure about YouTube. I always feel insecure about the amount of time given how small the channel is after 2 1/3 years, not really a half yet, but 2 1/3 years, you know, after all this time, you know, and this channel's still kind of small, but I spent so much time on it, so much time recording, so much time editing, you know, I have over 700 videos on the channel. And that always makes me feel a little insecure, you know. It makes me feel insecure that the channel's kind of small despite the time and the effort that's been put in. And I'm not blaming anyone for that. It's just one of those things where I'm constantly doubting whether or not it's actually been worth my time and worth the effort. Because I really don't know. It's really hard to tell if all the time and all the effort's been worth it, you know. And you know, then occasionally something happens on my plate that tells me, hey, you're not actually, hey, you know, as small as the channel is right now, you're not really doing something wrong here. And, you know, and I keep going. I keep going. And it's very difficult to balance in my head, I guess, is the thing. And I don't know why I started on this, and I don't entirely know where I'm going with this, but I'm just going to keep going because I kind of know where I was originally trying to go by starting to talk about all this. And that's basically, you know, that in order to really make this feel like it's worth it, because it's ultimately for you guys, of course, and it sounds silly the way I phrase that. Why did I phrase that like that? It sounds like I'm just kissing up to you guys saying that, you know, not that it isn't about you guys, you know, not that your entertainment, not that your happiness isn't important. My ear was itchy, by the way. That's why I did that. Not that that isn't important. It's just that everything about any YouTube channel out there, you know, especially when it's not about someone like just trying to prop up their own ego, trying to feel good about themselves, trying to make themselves seem like the big man or woman in the room. You know, except for those kinds of YouTubers, you know, who are doing it for obviously very selfish reasons, and that's their prerogative, you know, and that's the thing. That's also their prerogative. You know, the thing about YouTube channels is that YouTube channels are not just about the YouTuber, they're not just about the viewer. They're about everything. They're about everything about it. You know, they're about the games or the cooking or the stunts or whatever. You know, they are about the YouTuber doing those things, and it's about you being entertained by them. You know, it all works together, and I guess basically I want all of that. I want all of those elements, you know, to spread out further, to become, for this channel, I want to spread out further, to become better and greater than what they are right now. And for that, basically, and this is the point I was originally trying to get at, really kind of said already, but wanted to explain further and then just kind of rambled for about 5 minutes, I need your help for that. You know? And here's the thing, I know that a lot of you are here for the Total War. I know you are. You know, and I don't blame you, you know, and if you, but the thing is that I don't think many things grow on the internet unless basically people kind of share, unless people help, you know, And to that end, I would just ask that, you know, if Total War is your thing, that's great. Keep watching for the Total War. Be sure to check out the alternate Total War series I've also recorded, you know. Rise of Three Kingdoms, Darth Mod Shogun 2, Darth Mod Empire now, you know. Be sure to check those out, especially Empire, because I'm having a blast with Empire now. You'll see it in today's episode. That I was just, compared to those first 2 episodes, I just had an amazing time playing them. And it's been a while since I've had that much fun playing a Total War game, frankly. I'm getting more irritated than I should be when it comes to Thranduil's Realm, and I don't like that, but That one's finishing. That one's definitely finishing, just because Sylvanel's 3 times now. No, the 3rd time is going to be the charm. But watch those, and if you don't like them, perhaps you know someone who does. If you don't like Don't Starve, maybe you know someone who does. Left 4 Dead, 7 Days to Die, maybe they're not your cup of tea, and I understand that. And I feel like in the past I've probably come across in previous vlogs kind of douchey when I've basically complained about people not watching my other videos. Because when you put in the effort to make these kinds of, when you put in the effort to make any kind of video, it kind of hurts, I guess, in a way, when people don't really seem to watch it or even want to watch it. But I shouldn't blame you guys, because obviously a lot of you are here for a particular kind of game. But at the same time, I also put in the effort to make these other videos, and I could really use that. Thank you, beeping sound. Thank you for the punctuation. That wasn't a period, but whatever. Anyway, what was I saying before the bape really distracted me? It distracted me more than usual too, because I don't have the headset on, and this usually cancels out sound, so the beeping isn't as obnoxious to me as it might be for other people. But anyway, as I was saying, it's basically that I could still use your help, even if you don't like all the other videos I put up on the channel. Even if you don't think that I'm particularly funny when I'm playing anything other than Third Age Total War, there might be other people that do. There might be other people that do. You might have a forum, or you might have a Twitter account, or a Facebook page, where someone might enjoy one of these other videos that, that you don't have. That you don't have? What? That you don't! And to that end, I would very much ask you to, take the time to help the channel, to share, to help people discover the channel, because that's really what it is that people need to discover the channel, and right now they really aren't. And I'm not sure how much I can do to that effect. I'm not very good at self-promotion. I'm really not. This is about as far as you're going to get for that sort of thing. I'm going to talk about it to people who already like me, basically. I'm going to talk about these issues to people who already like me. But I get very uncomfortable talking about it with. I get very uncomfortable trying to promote it on web forums. Promote them on relevant web forums like Total War Center, or promoting it on Steam. And also, it just seems very difficult to get people's attention. I share this on social media all over the place, and I don't know how many people actually follow me on social media who ultimately end up clicking on the videos. It's very hard to tell depending on the platform. The Facebook page gets no attention. The Twitter page seems to be mostly about Final Fantasy 14, and it's all very difficult to tell. It's all very hard to tell how exactly how much impact what I do has. And so I have to ask all of you to help me where I can seem to really help myself much more. And I guess I just want to thank you for doing that, if you do. Frankly, I should thank you every day for watching, and I mean in a sincere, meaningful fashion. My eye's itchy again. Now my eye. First my ear, now my eye. And I guess now I say the words thank you, that I should thank you all in a very sincere and meaningful fashion, not just the usual outro. I mean, I'm not appreciative. It's just the outro, of course, is it's kind of a, not scripted, but it's a habit. Compared to saying thank you all for watching the videos, thank you all for being here for the past years, the past 6 months, or the past 2 years, however long you've been following the channel, I should thank you as well. Not just thank you for helping me when I feel like I'm in a bit of a bind, but thank you for being there, for making this channel ultimately seem like it's worthwhile, for leaving comments, for leaving likes, for subscribing, because ultimately that all does really mean a lot to me. A lot of that does really move me in a way. You know, I'm not the emotional sort, you know, I'm not gonna burst out crying or anything, but at the same time, it does mean a lot, because, as I said before, I've spent a lot of time working on this channel. I spent a lot of time trying to make this channel go somewhere, and it wouldn't go anywhere without you guys. So thank you. I wanted to bring up another point, but I think I might bring that up with another vlog post for next week, because I have to, because it involves money again, but I don't want to talk about that right now because I spent so much time babbling already. And frankly, I just want to think a little more about. I want to think a little bit more about it before I bring it up to you guys. So I guess there'll be another vlog post next week. Ha 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 ha! At any rate, thank you all for watching this vlog post. I'm not going to do the usual outro because I've already thanked you guys, and I'm assuming that you'll like and comment as you see fit. At any rate, thank you for watching, and I will catch you later this evening for more Darthmon Empire. Until next time, everybody.